Guangzhou, China, the beautiful southern city that's lit up, got plenty to show and plenty to offer. We're going to check out the local shops, local parks, check out the local cuisine, even check out where your Temu shoe orders come from, and most of all, enjoy the Pearl River and the Canton Tower. Please, please, please like and subscribe. We would really appreciate your support. I hope you enjoy this video. Alrighty, here we are at Liahuahu Park in Guangzhou. We just thought we'd go for a little walk around, check out the lakes and the park, and just enjoy a little bit of nature within the city of Guangzhou. It's another hot day here, pushing over well over 30 at this point, but it looks like a massive park with huge waterways. It's well preserved, well looked after. A little bit of traditionalness to the park, but it looks like it's just a nice place to hang out. So we're going to go and have a look, just sort of do what the people do here in Guangzhou. Let's see how that works out for us. I'm not really sure what they're photographing. I was trying to see on their lenses what they were taking photos of. Maybe the flowers. There's some pretty flowers in there amongst the... What sort of leaves are they? Lily leaf? No.
Water lily.
A water lily, maybe?
They're like sunflowers growing out.
Yeah, they're pretty impressive flowers. Right, this part of the garden is the Frankfurt Garden, and it was gifted to the city of Guangzhou from Frankfurt, is my understanding, and it was part of a celebration of an anniversary for the city of Guangzhou. And yeah, it's pretty. It's got roses and nice shaded area with a view of the lake. Very popular part of the city to come and have a look and hang out. One of the cool things about parks in China is the amount of people that actually frequent them. They're well used, and yeah, the locals like to just come together and play games or cards. I've noticed that in all the cities around China, not just in Guangzhou. There's a park near the hotel called People's Park, which I will take you to later, which was an absolute place of busyness. I couldn't believe it last night when we went for a walk through the park. I'm going to go again there either tonight or tomorrow night, just to have another look. There was people singing, dancing, playing. So we'll go and have a proper look at that park later tonight. It'll be nice too when it's cooler. So yeah, that's one thing that I really love about China, is the way that people come together in the parks and really use the space as well. Right, here we are in Genki, which is a favourite of ours back in Singapore. We thought we'd go some sushi. Wouldn't normally just show like a random lunch, but just something that surprises us here in China is the cost. So we're here at Genki and we've ordered quite a bit of food, different sushi, beef bowls, drink each, and all that. And it came out at how much in yuan, Harry?
228.
228 yuan, which comes out at about 40 Singapore dollars, so $10 each. I don't think it'd be that cheap back in Singapore, would it? So
Here's the crazy part. So we ordered like, well, put the camera there. We ordered two of these, and four cokes, and two of some like rice, egg, beef bowls, and I'm not sure what these ones are.
that's all right, we'll figure out when they arrive, won't we?
Yeah.
Right, Harry, what have you got here?
I got this dumpling. I'm not sure what's in it though.
What color?
No. Corn?
Pork.
What, my dad?
Pork.
It's good. I'm gonna dip it in some soy sauce. This is what it says. It's alright. I'm not the biggest fan, but I know some people would like it. Oh, now it's time for Harry's favorite beef with this meat dipped in some egg yolk. It's good. I've never had this before. More like most of the meals, but I'll give it a try. The egg's like cold, but the meat's like warm. Really interesting mix. And like the meat's like really juicy as you like. Really juicy. It's good.
Alright, here's Anita and I. We're on a little bit of a mission. Anita's after some shoes. So we found a shoe market street. It's about 1k away from our hotel. So we just thought we would go for a walk and see if we can find this place that sells shoes, wholesale, nice and cheap hopefully. And but I just thought I'd show you this little bit while we're here waiting, because it's China, right? It's different. It's different to anything I've experienced. It's definitely a shock, sensory overload in a way, if you're not used to it especially. But I love it. It's really cool. So just enjoy the sights and sounds of the busy streets of Guangzhou. Alright, so just in front of me here is the metro station, and there's a Starbucks, and if you go down the stairs towards the metro there's McDonald's, all sorts of restaurants and everything. What's crazy about it is that down there's like a big sort of eatery, shopping area, mall. Behind us on the road that we just crossed is another big mall. 50 metres beyond that is another big mall, and they're all busy. Like, people are out and about and spending money big time. Alright, there's obviously a real thing here in China, and that's they enjoy shopping, so that's cool. They really seem to enjoy eating out. The amount of restaurants that are always busy amazes us. We're not used to seeing that necessarily coming from New Zealand, where we don't tend to go out as often, but it's cheap, so you can afford to. You can go out as a family for a meal, for dinner, for $30, 30 Singapore dollars, so you get good value for money when you go out and eat. Anyway, we'll keep walking and see if we can find this shoe shop. Alright, still walking along to the shoe area. Just amazed at all the bikes and scooters everywhere, just parked along here. Must be another mall in there maybe. There must be something in there. A plaza of some sort. So China is well known for their car manufacturing and their electric vehicles and that, but a lot of people still use two wheels to get around, whether it's electric scooter. When we used to live here, we'd call them the silent assassins as you're walking along, because you wouldn't hear the scooter coming up behind you. You'd hear the clunk clunk, and then you'd know something was coming up fast behind you. So the other thing they've got is these push bikes. So they've got these in Singapore. They call it, the blue ones are called Hello Bike, and you can just scan on your Alipay app and hire the bike, which a lot of other countries have those now, which is really cool. All the bikes. We're probably in the bike lane at the moment. I might move over this way just to be off the bike area, a bit safer. Another thing I've noticed walking around and always notice is all the little independent merchants that operate in China, their shops. So you can see even just down this little lane here, all the little different independent merchants specialising in just different products. So that's something that we've definitely noticed, which is totally different to where we're from, where it's sort of franchised shops or big players owning large areas of retail space selling product. But here there's still space for the independent merchant. Right, we've definitely found a shoe street. This is crazy. So there's all these little stalls or shops with just shoes laid out on the floor everywhere. It's a real hive of activity, although I'm not sure how many buyers there are versus workers. So we're just going to have a look around and see what we can find, and hopefully Anita can find what she's looking for. Hopefully quicker than slower, because my patience for shoe shopping is only so large. Must be for online orders, because like I said, there seems to be more workers than buyers, but there seems to be shoes coming and going, and receipts and bikes and scooters everywhere. It's just crazy. So I nearly got run over then. Right, that was absolutely fascinating. This little shoe lane, actually there's probably several of these little lanes, scooters buzzing around. we didn't get any shoes. Well, Anita didn't get any shoes. She went up to one lady, sort of found something similar to what she was looking for, and the lady said, "Oh, how many?" And he said 1, and they kind of laughed. So I think it's it's really for larger sales, and definitely lots of online ordering. The amount of scooters coming and going with orders is just crazy. So when you're on Shopee or Temu or Lazada or any of those online ordering, I think a lot of them might come from here, to be honest. So yeah, definitely something worth seeing. I found it quite fascinating to watch. Alright, we're going to go back to the hotel now and get the boys and decide what to do next. Alrighty, we're here at the Canton Tower, and it's a tower towering at over 600 metres. So this is along the Pearl River, on the banks of the Pearl River. It's a bustling area with shops, theatres, all sorts happening. We're going to go and have a little look around the tower area now and admire this monstrosity of a construction all lit up here in the beautiful Guangzhou night. Beautiful summer evening today, and everyone seems to be out and about as well, enjoying this moment. We're certainly in a crowded, busy part. It can't be counted as one of the tallest buildings in the world because it's a tower. Not sure how many floors it has that are actually usable or active, but yeah, it's classed as a tower, not as a building, but huge nonetheless. So let's go and see what's happening around the area around here. It's madness in a bag, it really is, but you know, there's so much to see and do. So whew, I think we're getting near a tram or something. I don't want to get a tram, I wanted to walk. Anyway, I'll figure it out, I've got to check at maps. Alright, we're on the Pearl River here now, having a look at the other side of the riverbank and watching all the night tour boats moving up and down. One thing that you can say China does well, and that's a light show on buildings. They certainly know how to light up the night, and Guangzhou is no exception to that, that's for sure. We're going to go for a walk now down to the bridge down there, which is in itself its own light show, and hopefully get a really nice view back towards the Canton Tower from there. So I'll see how we go. Got lots of crowds around, so we'll try and make our way through. It's amazing seeing the bridge lit up like that with different messages and things. I'm not sure if it disappears when you get closer on the angle, or if it's projected on, or lots of little lights. Good place for advertising, that's for sure. Anyway, we're getting a bit closer to the bridge now. We're going to walk across and get another different view of all the city lit up, and the Canton Tower, of course. Right, that's the bridge we're going to cross, and hopefully get a really nice view of the tower and the city. We made it up onto the bridge, up the spiral of stairs, and now we're walking across. Can't see the advertising flashing on the wires from this angle. Estimate the bridge to be between 150 to 200 metres long. The river is huge, massive volume of water, massive volume of cars crossing, and a massive volume of lights lit up from the buildings, the boats. What a spectacle. Alright, I would highly recommend, if you're looking for a nice evening walk, cross this bridge, worth doing. Unfortunately, like fireworks and lights, city lights like this, unfortunately the camera never does the spectacle justice. It's really lit up, and I actually think it looks nicer or better at night than it does during the day. Like, it's so impressive at this time of night, and we'll definitely come back down tomorrow night and do one of these cruises that you've seen in the video so far. Right, I've just whipped down from the hotel down to the park near the hotel. It's called People's Park, and I mentioned earlier when we were on our way to the shoe streets that I would come back to the park just to show you what it's like at night. You can see all these beautiful trees behind me lit up, and you might even hear behind me some singing. So lots of people come down, they bring their own little speaker on wheels to set music up. There's people here with instruments even, and they sing, which is, I think it's fantastic. Like, you're in your apartment, you know, you don't have any yard or anything like that, come down to the park, come and hang out, and enjoy the community. It's such a community vibe, even in such a busy, hectic area as this. It's nice to have a space where you can come down and just enjoy people. Oh, it looks like there's some dancing going on over here. And I'm not meaning exercise dancing, I'm meaning like ballroom waltz type dancing. It's so cool. It really is. Parks like this are all over China. It's not just here in Guangzhou, it's everywhere. Helps when the weather's nice too, of course. But yeah, anyway, that's the park, and I will see you all later. Right, so earlier on I talked about how there's lots of independent merchants and individual shops and things like that along the street, but also in China they love a good mall. And here we are now at Temu in Guangzhou, and have a look at the size of this place. It is massive, and it goes on down that way, a long way as well. So yeah, and it is busy as. It is busy. I'll spin you around and have a look at the crowd. Full of familiar brands and things like that. Drones. Full of drones, Cat, Champion, Crocs, all the usual things that you find in any mall around the world, to be fair. Prices are good though, so we've already had a look. Cheaper than obviously Singapore, cheaper than in New Zealand and Australia. So, oh, Lego shop. Flynn will be wanting to check this out. Anyway, we're going to have a little look around and see what we can find here. We're after some shoes, a few clothing items, so we'll have a look around and see what we can find. All using Alipay, of course. Just scan, scan, scan. Got to keep track of what I'm spending too. Anyway, we'll go and have a look. Right, I'm taking a wee seat at the moment. The boys have just entered some weird room. I think it's like a floor is lava type game. Right, I'm not sure how many lives they get or how that works if they touch the red, but anyway, that was 100 yuan. Not too bad for a bit of entertainment. You never know what you're going to find in these malls, do you? It's really cool. I think I've seen this before, maybe online somewhere, but anyway, the kids are enjoying it. Alrighty, it is our last night here in Guangzhou, so we thought we might head out for some traditional Cantonese food for dinner. I think I found a cool dessert place, I'm not sure. We'll have to go and see if it's there, go and scope that out. And then we're going to go and do our river cruise a bit later. I found a wharf that has a pick-up point for the cruise, a bit closer to where we're staying near Beijing Road tourism area, so that's a nice and handy spot for us to go. So we're just going to turn left here and make our way to the restaurant. So let's see how our last night goes here in Guangzhou. Alrighty, so we made it to our restaurant at Diandou De. I did my best there, and it's traditional Cantonese. Anita's cracking up at my pronunciations there. She can't stop herself. Flynn's doing his best to contain himself. Anyway, we've ordered some food, some different Cantonese cuisine, and the staff have been absolutely lovely. It's a beautiful setting. I'll try and get some footage of the table and the restaurant itself. So this is just on Beijing Road, and we just thought it was a nice spot to come for our last night, and looking forward to some yummy dim sum, noodles, soup, and many other delightful dishes. And I'm sure Harry will give a few food reviews shortly. He's looking exquisite at the moment, and I'm sure Harry will give us a food review shortly and let you know how the cuisine went. Right, in true Quad Pod Travels fashion, we've ordered way too much food. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to go out in the street and invite people in to join us because, yeah, we've gone over the top. But anyway, this is absolutely delicious, and I couldn't recommend this place more for quality of food. It is some of the best dim sum that I've had, and I've had some good dim sum more, but I'll come back here for more, that's for sure. Anyway, we're going to enjoy our meal. I don't know if we'll be having dessert now. Sorry, Harry. I think we've got too much here. So we're just going to enjoy this and probably sit around for 3 days just to let it digest, and then go for our boat cruise. So anyway, here we go. Get stuck in.
So now it's time for Harry's food reviews. It's good! So as you see, I got some noodles, dried noodles. Let's see if it's good. That's some pretty good noodles. It's like, they have kind of like a chili sauce flavor, and the texture's like dry, but like, I don't know, it's like dry but wet. Alright, now it's time for another Harry's food review. It's good! So, yeah, we got some bread. Apparently it's like really traditional bread, and I like bread, so this would be nice bread. Okay, so now it's time to eat the bread. It's really crunchy bread. I like this bread.
Right, that was our dinner with Anita and our two handsome boys. They've just had a photo session with the waitstaff in there, and they're blushing red a wee bit. But beautiful food. I've already said that, but yeah, top notch. Probably one of the best Chinese meals I've had in China, so definitely highly rated. Right, we are here at Tianzi Wharf or Pier, and we're about 10 minutes from heading towards our boat. Because I purchased the tickets on trip.com, the app, we don't have to go to the ticket servicing desks or anything. We've already got the QR codes ready to go, and we just go through security and onto the boat by the looks of it. You do need either hard copies of your ID or photos of your ID to jump on the boat. So luckily we have those things with us, and so the sun is setting now, and hopefully sort of by the time we get away and get going, it will be dark and the city will be lighting up. So I'm really looking forward to this. Alrighty, we've made it onto our boat. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's just, yeah. We made it onto our boat, and we're just waiting for everyone to load on, and then we'll get going and check out the skyline, the Guangzhou skyline from the vantage of the river, the Pearl River. And once we've got something to see, I'll show you what it's all about. See you soon. Alrighty, I'm out here on the deck now, and it's not a bad sized deck, plenty of people out here with me as you can see, and there's some good information going on, not that I can understand it unfortunately, but I think these are important buildings because the lady was pointing to them as I came out and had a look, so I'll zoom in a bit. We're on the boat, and this will end our time here in Guangzhou. You can see the Canton Tower here behind me. We've really enjoyed the city. Already Harry said, when are we coming back? I think that's more than just about theme parks. I think it's about the spirit of the city, what the city offers. thing that's really stood out for me has been the food. Actually, I've really enjoyed the food here. Anita's really enjoyed the shopping, but most of all the people. The smiles, the friendly faces, the warm acknowledgements that we've received along the way. So Guangzhou, you've really done yourself proud, and I'd love to come back and visit again one day. Look at that magnificent structure there. Anyway, we're going to enjoy the cruise now, and this is going to be the end of our time here in Guangzhou. Hope to catch you all again later. If